Welcome to Afric Vibe News, your go-to source for bold, authentic African stories. We bring you the truth behind the headlines, straight from the continent's heart. Disclaimer: content shared here is for informational purposes only and not intended as financial, legal, or political advice. Always do your own research. Today, we uncover the hidden truth behind foreign mining in Africa, from corrupt deals to environmental destruction. But Africa is rising. Nations are fighting back to reclaim their resources, protect communities, and demand justice. Stay tuned.
The era of foreign mining companies exploiting Africa is coming to an end. This is the message that the new strongman of Africa, Ibrahim Traore, has sent to Western mining giants. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video to get the latest news updates from around the world. On this channel, we bring you the most interesting and up-to-date news from around the world. So don't miss out. Make sure to subscribe so that you can be notified whenever we post a new video. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. Before we start, please take some time to subscribe. We're working hard to bring you the best content possible, and we would love to have you along for the ride. Thanks for watching. Now let's begin. The government of Burkina Faso has dealt a major blow to foreign mining corporations, with President Ibrahim Traore arresting 3 executives of a Canadian company and seizing its assets over alleged illicit financial dealings. The move comes amid growing anger across Africa towards foreign firms which have long been accused of exploiting the continent's vast natural resources for their own gain, while contributing little to local development. It also highlights the determination of Burkina Faso's new military leadership under Traore to tackle corruption head-on regardless of who is involved. The 3 arrested executives are part of a larger scandal involving several other individuals and companies linked to the Toronto-listed Semafo Company SA. According to information from the nation's anti-corruption agency, they are suspected of having committed serious financial offences, including embezzlement, misappropriation of public funds, and money laundering. The agency alleges that through complex schemes involving offshore accounts and shell companies, they diverted millions of dollars away from the state. The probe into Semafco's activities began in late 2022. The local media outlets published reports detailing how the firm allegedly dodged taxes and siphoned off profits. An initial investigation by Burkina Faso's tax administration uncovered discrepancies between what the company reported earning and what it paid in taxes, suggesting that a significant amount of money was unaccounted for. A judge then ordered the freezing of Semafco's assets in June 2023 as the probe deepened. The situation escalated further when one of the suspects in the case, Birima Bodolo, died under mysterious circumstances just weeks later. Adding to the intrigue surrounding this saga, his death came just days after he had testified before investigators, providing damning evidence about high-level complicity in the scheme. His untimely demise raised suspicions of foul play and prompted calls for an independent inquiry into the circumstances surrounding his passing. However, despite these alarming developments, authorities remain steadfast in their commitment to pursuing justice. Led by Burkina Faso's resolute President Ibrahim Traore, they move swiftly to arrest those believed to be complicit in the multi-million-dollar fraud. 3 of the suspects, Canadian nationals Guy Reffitt, Serge Simard, and Jean-Pierre Mainville, were apprehended upon their arrival at the airport, while 2 others, Burkinabe nationals Alain Traore and Pascal Zida, are currently at large. This decisive action sends a clear message not only to foreign companies, but also to individuals involved in illicit activities, that no one is above the law in Burkina Faso. The crackdown on Semafco serves as a stark reminder that the days of unfettered corporate exploitation in Africa are over. It signals a new era in which African governments are taking a more proactive stance to protect their national interests and hold both domestic and international actors accountable for their actions. Here's why this is happening now. After years of simmering discontent, ordinary Africans are rising up to demand change. They want a better deal for their countries, and are fed up with seeing their natural resources drained away with little benefit to their communities. This movement has been building momentum across the continent and is now reaching a boiling point. The recent events in Burkina Faso are a clear indication of this growing sentiment. The people are demanding greater transparency, accountability, and fairness from foreign corporations operating in their territories. They want a say in how their resources are managed and shared, and they are no longer willing to accept the status quo. This shift in attitude is being driven by a number of factors. Firstly, there is a growing awareness among African citizens of their rights and potential for self-determination. They are increasingly well educated and informed about global issues thanks to access to technology and social media. As a result, they are more vocal than ever in demanding positive change. Secondly, there is a recognition that Africa's wealth is being squandered through bad deals and corruption. For too long, foreign companies have exploited loopholes and shady agreements to extract valuable minerals, oil, and other natural resources with little reinvestment in local communities or infrastructure. This has left many African countries struggling with poverty and inequality despite being rich in resources. Finally, there is a sense of solidarity and Pan-Africanism sweeping across the continent. People are connecting with each other like never before and sharing ideas about how to improve their lives collectively. They are challenging the notion that Africa is a land of beggars and are demanding respect and recognition for their potential as contributors to the global economy. Ibrahim Traoré is leading the charge for change in Africa. He is a true champion of the people, who is putting their interests first and holding foreign corporations to account. Traoré has made it clear that he will not tolerate the exploitation of Burkina Faso's resources and the continued poverty of its citizens. He's taking a stand against the status quo and demanding a fairer deal for Africa. The recent arrests of 3 Canadian mining executives in Burkina Faso are a clear example of Traoré's commitment to justice. These individuals were involved in a massive scam that saw millions of dollars siphoned out of the country and hidden in offshore accounts. Traoré wasted no time in apprehending them, sending a strong message to other foreign companies that seek to exploit Burkina Faso's riches. But Traoré's efforts are not limited to cracking down on corruption. He is also investing in education, healthcare and infrastructure to improve the lives of ordinary Burkinabé. Traoré is committed to creating a better future for his country and continent. He is showing that it is possible to stand up to powerful foreign interests and fight for justice and equality. But Traoré needs our support. We must all do our part to amplify his message and hold other African leaders accountable for their actions. It is time to say enough is enough. Africa's resources are not for sale, and its people deserve a better deal. Let us all stand with Traoré and demand a new era of justice, equality, and opportunity for all Africans. With its vast mineral wealth, Africa has long been a target for foreign mining companies seeking to tap into the continent's riches. In exchange, these companies have promised to bring much-needed development and jobs to local communities. However, as we have seen, such promises often go unfulfilled, leaving host countries impoverished and exploited. The recent arrest of foreign mining executives in Burkina Faso is a significant step towards changing this narrative. By holding these individuals accountable, the government is sending a strong message to other companies operating in Africa that they must be transparent and accountable for their actions. This move is also likely to encourage African countries to renegotiate existing mining deals that have been unfavorable to their populations. Many of these contracts were signed during colonial times or in the years immediately following independence, when African leaders were desperate for foreign investment and aid. They often did not have the technical expertise or bargaining power to negotiate fair terms for their countries. However, with the rise of new leaders, like Ibrahim Traoré, who are prioritizing the needs of their citizens and are willing to stand up to powerful foreign interests, there is hope that these exploitative deals will finally be done away with. Despite the progress that is being made, there is still a long way to go. The mining industry has a long history of corruption and human rights abuses, and there are many powerful interests that will try to prevent meaningful change from occurring. Nevertheless, the arrest of these foreign mining executives is an important step in the right direction. It is a sign that African countries are finally taking a stand for their own interests and that they are no longer willing to be exploited by foreign powers. As more African countries follow suit, we can expect to see greater accountability and transparency from the mining industry. This will not only benefit the people of Africa, but also the world at large. After all, it is in everyone's interest for companies to operate ethically and sustainably, respecting the rights of workers and the communities in which they operate. As the saying goes, enough is enough. Africa's resources are not for sale to the highest bidder, and its people deserve better. Let us all support the efforts of leaders like Ibrahim Traoré and demand a new era of justice, equality and opportunity for all Africans. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. We would love to have you along for the ride. Thanks for watching. See you next time.